Hello again, it's time for another daily live. And today I'm going to be talking about and having a good rant about systems and how we're always told to create, reinvent, rethink how you view your systems, rethink this. You've got to build up the system from scratch. You've probably heard the wonderful term SOP, QRST, and a load of other letters. And as I said in a Facebook comment recently, any single time that someone has abbreviates something into a 3-letter word like SOP, KPIs, PQRs, they're always so much more complicated than they need to be. Your SOPs can start life very simply. And the cool thing is, you do not have to sit there. Yes, it's rant time. And this one's a big rant. Hey, hello, everybody. I kind of gone straight into it today. Also, if you're new and you don't know who the heck I am, because my name's disappeared this time because it looked weird in the last one, single incremental improvements each time. Really important and really good. My name is Jonathan. I am a simplicity specialist. I didn't do the intro. You see, I am that excited about this topic. I didn't do a proper intro. So my name is Jonathan. I'm a simplicity specialist, and my job is to help make small business owners' businesses easier, to make things easier, to help you stop overthinking every single aspect of your business and to make it in a place which works better for you. Anyway, back to what I'm talking about today, about already having a system. What do you mean, already have a system? No, I don't. I just kind of make it up as I go along and just do this. That's a system. You already have a system. It's just all stored up here. You all have many of you have a series of repeated tasks you do every single day. What happens when you get up in the morning? You get up, you go, get yourself a coffee, or you go clean your teeth, go and have a shower. That's a system. That's a process that you do every single day. And the same thing happens with your business. Every day in your business, there's always something that you're doing. And just because you haven't got it written down doesn't mean it's not a system. And so before you start thinking about writing your SOPs, take a step back and just look at what you do on a daily basis. If a system is feeling a bit, sticky and uncomfortable and not really working for you anymore, take a step back and go through each step that you do when you next do it. For example, in terms of doing these lives, this is a good example for me. There's multiple different stages to get this all set up. So I could spend a good time trying to write out the perfect solution of how I will set up the StreamYard literally a week before, so you know exactly what's happening, and schedule every single one with all the topics pre-laid out. And then, I'll have the beautiful, custom thumbnail every single day. And these are the things that I'm going through in my head right now. And this is how you build your systems. This is how you build your SOP QRSTs. Your SOPs are just the things you do every time you're trying to do something. So, for example, with this live stream, what I need to do is just make sure I have set up and scheduled it on StreamYard. I mean, I don't actually have to schedule it. I just choose to, because then it keeps me focused. Because once again, your system is customized to you. Don't just download an SOP template off the Googles and think it's going to make everything work, because it really doesn't. I have downloaded countless SOPs from the Googles, and now that's a thing now. I'm going to call it the Googles. I don't know why. Downloading constant SOPs online, and you're just like, yeah, I like this. Yeah, this is cool. This is exactly how I want my onboarding to be. This is exactly how I want my client interactions to be. They book a call, they do this, they do that, and it's all fine and everything's wonderful. But the chances are you then start just going, oh, but I really kind of want to do this, and oh, I really kind of want to do that. And then you ignore this kind of SOP that you've downloaded and start trying to customize it and keep it all in your head. If you keep everything in your head, everything always seems to be just that little bit more complicated. Is that just me? I don't know. I think it might be just me. Let me know if it's also you as well, if you overcomplicate things and it's stored in your head. Oftentimes getting it out and having it written down will help you to see exactly what steps you take every single time you create a live, or you plan a Facebook post, or you plan X, Y, and Z, or you onboard a new client. So first things first, take it out of your head. You already have a system. You already have an SOP, a standard operating procedure. You have that already. It just requires you to pick it out of your brain, because every time someone speaks to you, or you have a call with someone, you have things going on that you do every single time. For example, for people who do consults, you go on the call, you schedule a call on Zoom, and then you attend the call. You make sure you record it every single time, because I've never forgotten that before. And then afterwards, you send the recording out, and it's something that's stuck in your head. You know you've got to do each of those things each time. Now, could I simplify it? Possibly, potentially, but I'm not going to know that I can simplify it until it's written out. So please, I implore you, wonderful people of the interwebs, do not just rely on experts and gurus to tell you how you should run your business, how you should run your systems, how you should run your SOP, QRSTs, and all the other letters of the alphabet. Take the time. You are an incredibly hang on. I'm going to get really. Come here. Look. You are an incredibly smart individual who has run their business so far all this time. You know how you run your business. Is it perfect? No. Is it perfect? No, it doesn't need to be perfect. The truth is you just need to get it out first. And also, if you don't have it written down, you'll usually forget a simple step. And often what happens is people start to go, oh yeah, I'm just, I'm not a systems person. I'm not good with systems. I mean, I know Notioneer, you are very good with systems. You have a beautiful Notion setup, which we all love. Well, I love anyway, but still, so that's the point. Fantastic. I'm glad you're loving this, Facebook user. If you could please click the link in the comments of here so I can see who it is, so I know the wonderful stranger who is watching today. I like you, Facebook user. You are my favorite. So please go to, I think it's streamyard.com/Facebook, I think, something like that. Or there should be a link in the description of this Facebook post, and then I'll know who you are and I'll be able to thank you even more. Carrying on. Do not try to reinvent your systems. Do not try and just say the same thing. Just copy what everybody else does. You are already smart enough, and I'm not just, buttering you up. I'm genuinely being serious. You are smart enough. You already know what you need in your business. You just maybe a little unconfident, maybe a little uncertain, maybe a little unsure. And that's okay, because that's where I can help. That's where you and I have a nice conversation about how you're actually smarter than you think. I'm now playing with the Zoom again, because I'm going to put that down because I'm getting way too excited with Zooming. See, I have too much fun. It's terrible. So when it comes to looking at your system and simplifying your system, first, map it out, because as the wonderful Nerdy Notion has said, if you don't have it written down, you'll forget a step. And then if it becomes sticky and uncomfortable, you're just like, oh, my system isn't very well optimized. I'm not very good with this system. This system's rubbish. Like, I just need to go and download another app. We were talking about apps yesterday. Look at that. That was yesterday. And today we're bringing it all back again. Just like apps, when you start using a new app, maybe you could have a system for that as well. But take your time and craft your own system. Take it out of your head first. Write things down. And I'm not talking this massive essay of describing every single individual thing. Just write down what you do. Just next time you're doing something, yes, it was. My hands never keep still. I get way too excited. It's because it's so important that people start trusting in the process, in their own processes. Answer. There we go again. Love it. Take your time to find the system that is yours. You already have it. It's just about you grabbing it from your brain and putting it onto paper. And then start thinking about Then start thinking about how you can simplify it, how you can make it easier, and how you want to write it out is completely up to you. There's no one single way of being able to see what your system is. You could do it via a mind map, or I've seen mind maps recently. That's a beautiful way of doing a system where basically you start on the left hand side and you go through the process of like creating a Facebook post. Next step, next step, next step, next step. I am ignoring you. You do not get that. Go away. Shorthand it as for exactly. Keep it nice and short. Just write out the bullets. This is what you're doing. So when it comes to doing a live stream, I'm literally coming in here. I have gone click, create broadcast. 2, add the description. 3, add the title. Not necessarily in that order. Doesn't matter what order you do it in. It's what happens in your brain as you get it out of your head. And don't ever listen to this Muppet, because you don't need to use all the apps. You should have been here yesterday, Danny. Shame on you. See, Nerdy Notioneer, far better than Danny. There we go. Danny, go and eat some peanut butter. There we are. So I say to you, that's my answer to you. Anyway, now just arguing with Danny. What do people expect? Yes, I'm ignoring you by putting the chat up, whatever. Going back to what I was saying. Actually important things here. I love it. You're not even on the live and you're still interrupting me. It's great, isn't it? Dude doesn't even understand task lists. Taking no advice from that. Oh, I cannot wait to figure out who that Facebook user is. I really cannot wait to find out. I have a feeling I might know who it is, but we will just, yeah. As I was saying before, Danny rudely interrupted us, as always, as he always does. Take your time, map out your system. Just write it down. Write what you're doing. A system is just a series of steps that you do over and over again. It's a thing that starts one place. I know who it is now. It starts from the intro, the beginning, and then it goes to the end. The result is at the end. And all you need to... Already made that joke, Danny. You can't do it again. It doesn't work. I will ban you, Dan. I will ban you. I can ban you. I have the power. As I was saying, starting from the beginning and just going through step by step what you do to set up an SOP or your systems or whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. So take your time and just write out what you're doing. Sometime this week, the next time you're doing something that you want to do over and over again, take the time to literally just write out what you're doing as you do it. You don't have to sit down and do this massive, great big, spreadsheet or chart or text doc or Notion doc. Just take your time. Just as you're going through the next process you're doing today, if you're, getting ready to record a video, I am ignoring him. I am ignoring him. Thank you very much. As you are working this week, have a look at what you do every day. If you're writing a Facebook post, what do you do? What are the steps you take to write that Facebook post? If you're scheduling a live or doing a video, step by step, just think about what you're doing and write out each of the steps you take. And if it's a more complicated process, then just write it out. Break it down, write it out one little bit at a time. You already have a system. It is already in your head. Is it the best system? Not necessarily, but that's not a problem. Right now, just get it out of your head and somewhere where you can look at it objectively and subjectively and go, okay, cool. This feels a little weird right now. I don't like how that feels a bit sticky for me. And then you can slowly but surely break it down, turn it into other things, and make it easier for you to digest it and share it with other people. So who here has an SOP that they haven't written out and that they're going to try. I'm going to use SOP because it's the most best term to explain it, but it's basically a process. And I'm ignoring anything that comes from Danny. So I'd love to hear in the chat or in the replay or wherever you want to be, what is something that you're going to write out next? Because that'd be cool to know. There she is. Thank you. There you are. I don't know why that didn't save that, and you came through perfectly last time. Not sure. Yep, and I'm ignoring Danny, who's still commenting underneath because, of course, he has to. It's only because he's upset because he's not on the stream with me today, and he doesn't like it when he's on his own. He struggles. He finds it difficult. Anyway. So let me know in the description, not in the description, in the chat, in the Facebook chat, in the comments below using hashtag replay. I hit that. I know I'd hit it again. Or if you're on YouTube, in the comments below, and let me know what is a process that you're struggling to write down. And let me know. I'm just going to bring this up. Let's go bring that up. Like a small child's temper tantrum. Yeah, we all know, like Nerdy Notioneer knows that Danny is just a small child having a bit of a temper tantrum because he couldn't get any attention today. Okay, Danny, we love you anyway. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions about how to write out your SOPs, how to kind of get it out of your head, you're more than welcome to have a chat with me. And I would be happy to help you figure out what a simple system can look like for you, because systems should be customized to what you want and need. I don't want him. I don't care if he's sulking. It's fine. Well, that's why this is going live on my YouTube channel, Danny. Clever, right? It's as if I created a system for this. Anyway, as I was saying, SOPs with me's is amazing. So if you need any help or advice, you're welcome to message me and let me know, and I will happily help you figure out what systems you already have in place. Because guess what, guys? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to rethink your systems because you've already got a system. And if you don't think you do have a system, well, you do. All you need to do is just take a step back and think about all the things you do every single day. Thank you guys for joining me. Everyone except Danny was very welcome here today. And I will see you again tomorrow for another live stream where we're going to talk about something else. See you in the next one.